Shall we start?
I guess I'll start.
Relax, relax. Hi, this is Pastor Sean, and I am here with Marvyl Carlson here in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right.
And it's really good to see you. Although it's only 7 hours, you should visit Southview more frequently.
I wish we could too.
But I had some meeting scheduled here in Lincoln, and I thought, why not? I come here and visit Marvyl. I used to visit your home when you were in Minneapolis.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we had a good time. And one thing that I would say is we're very excited to have Elder Ron Carlson coming to our church this weekend. And
That's what I understand.
yeah, it's very special for us. But like as I was going through the documents, historical documents of Southview, and I found out that you and your husband's name were there when you sign up
Oh yes.
as a charter member. Like, what was it like when everyone came together, starting a new congregation at Southview?
It was really great. I thought it was anyway.
Okay.
But there were some that wanted to come in.
Uh-huh.
But afterwards, we gave them a certain time
Okay.
to be members,
Right.
be charter members. I mean, so
Yeah, and then one of the things that I was personally impressed was, I believe that church was, with the Richfield Lutheran Church and the Southview Church agreed on like $80,000 for church purchase.
that's about it.
But church members really stood up and gave sacrificial giving to church, and in like 2 or 3 years that you paid it off. Like 62, I think 1962, that's when there was a mortgage burning dedication service.
Yes.
So I was
Yep.
like, wow, that's a
That was
very short time.
That was sort of a special time too when you
Right.
heard that.
Right. So what was the kind of good memories for you and for your families? You have 3 boys.
I have 4 boys.
4 boys. I'm sorry, 4 boys.
That's all right.
What are the special memories with your children and your husband at Southview when you were coming?
Well, I was busy in the department right away.
What did you do?
I helped in cradle roll.
Cradle roll.
With Miss Larson. And I say Miss Larson because we always called them by Miss or Mrs.
Okay.
or whatever. And so I did that for I don't know how many years really, but it was quite a few.
Okay.
And then I graduated to the kindergarten.
So you moved on from cradle roll to kindergarten.
Yes, right.
Okay.
And the cradle roll was on the top floor, and
Yeah, that's right.
and
that's
the
right.
kindergarten's downstairs.
Ah.
So
How many kids do you, in your memory,
oh,
usually in the
well,
Sabbath school class?
when we first started, it was small. We probably had 12. 15.
12 cradle roll is, to me, is a lot of kids.
That's right. We had chairs for them, with tops on, like high chair.
Right,
And
right.
but some kids sat in a chair, and they were happy that way.
Right.
We had a lot of different things to do, and that's where we took time, because when we had cradle roll, we had to do everything by hand.
Oh, yeah, that's
We
right.
colored all the felts and everything else.
Now, cradle roll is one of those Sabbath school classes. It takes a lot of time to
Yeah, it does.
prepare
That's right.
and also clean up afterwards.
Right.
Did you guys serve food or some
No,
snacks?
no food.
No food. That's sad.
We didn't have any food in any of them really that I know of until later.
Okay. And you said your children were all baptized at Southview
They all were baptized at Southview.
in the baptistry on the
After
on the pulpit.
they built one behind
Right.
the Oh,
I baptized many people in that baptistry too. So
and that
yeah.
yeah,
Because
that's
we
neat.
moved out from that building in 2018, so I came in 2015. So
Oh, sure.
I had chances to baptize many people, and it was a special place.
Mm-hmm.
For your husband, I saw that picture, and you probably saw that on the Facebook page.
Yes, I
Your
did.
husband were talking. I believe it was 25th year anniversary picture.
I don't really remember for sure. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know he talked up there, but
What are the roles that he took, or what were his responsibility of involvement of the church?
he was treasurer for a
Oh, the
long time,
treasurer. Okay, okay.
long time. And then
Very
not the
important.
first one though. It
You know what?
that
That's funny because somebody, I think it was Tim Denniston, said George Carson was the first treasurer, and then we dig through all this document, realize it was different person. I forgot the name.
Orrin Hollenbeck.
Maybe.
Orrin Hollenbeck was the first.
Okay.
I think he was the first treasurer.
Okay. So like George was the second.
I I don't know for sure.
Okay. Anyways, he served as a treasurer.
Yes.
Any other responsibilities that he had?
And he was an elder 1 year
Okay.
or 2 years. I don't remember which he had in that too. And then he was a deacon.
Okay. So he'd done everything.
Yep, him and Earl Nielsen.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that name, Aaron Nielsen.
Yeah.
What were the, from your memories, what were some challenges Southview Church went through in the history?
Oh, well, I don't know.
We're always good.
That's I don't I don't know for sure what
Okay. And
any
you,
challenges,
okay.
but everything went smooth all the time.
That's
I
good.
think.
Praise God. Praise
Yeah.
God for that. And you said you were the head deaconess for.
Oh, I don't know how many years.
Who was next after you? Was Deanne? No.
I don't know if it was Virginia
Oh,
Dennison
Virginia Dennison. Right.
or if it was. No, I think it might have been her, and she might have been the one ahead of me. I don't know.
Okay. So you guys took turns.
Yeah. Well, no, we were the head deaconess at one time, all of us. I mean, each one.
Okay.
But I had a good group of gals that were deacons to help me, and which was very good.
What was the typical Sabbath look like at Southview back then, like in the early days?
Oh, well, it was the same.
It was
The
saying.
same size and everything. In the kitchen, we didn't have a very good refrigerator, I knew that. But and the stove
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
another story. I don't know if they got a new one or not.
I think we upgraded. I mean, we were talking about the Wentworth building, right? I think we upgraded the kitchen equipment in general, appliances. Yeah,
But-
it was an old building.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's
It was an
but
old
it's a
building.
beautiful building.
Pardon me?
It was beautiful building.
Oh, it was. Very
sanctuary.
pretty. It had pretty windows in it and everything.
Yeah, the stained glasses. Yeah, that I love. I remember those. We kept some of the furnitures from the old building too,
Oh, good.
so we have those. Yeah, it was my first, my first church with Southview members, worshiping in the Wentworth building. So it has a special memory with me as well. What are the things that you would say to our current Southview members, especially deaconesses, that you served as a head deaconess?
Yeah.
What would be your encouragement for the current Southview members, and anything that you would share your wisdom?
Yeah. Well, I don't really know this. I suppose they run it just about the same. as we did. But I don't know, when you're not there to see it, you sort of forget. At least I do.
So I'm just curious if that's okay. How old were you when the church was established? Do you?
I'd have to figure that one out on paper. Because
So you have 4 children
we had
already
4 children.
when church started.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You must be pretty busy with the 4 kids,
Yeah.
responsibility, teaching Sabbath schools. Maybe
I used to have them cutting things out and basting things, and we all worked on it, really.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was good.
Yeah.
And then sometimes George would take the kids out around the lake, or just to walk around before, so I could be there a little early and get things ready.
Right.
So that went on for a few years till
Okay.
they got grown up. Till they
Which
grew.
lake are you talking about? Is it a Diamond Lake not far from church?
No, it was more down by Minnehaha
Minnehaha
Falls,
Falls. Okay.
in that area.
Like Nokomis.
In Nokomis, yeah.
That's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
it
place.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating 65 years. Can you believe it?
No.
65 years of legacy. And as a church, we really appreciate the examples that our pioneers really. I mean, we can see that because of all the record that we have.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and then like how dedicated they were. There were. I mean, there are many instances that we could see from those documents. One of them is those like moment when the church purchased the building, and then how quickly it was paid it off.
Yeah.
That's certainly a big responsibility. Also, like Southview Church always have. I've seen those pictures where children program was always
yes.
busy and thriving.
Every 13th Sabbath we had a program.
Yeah, and I heard the stories of in-gathering.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's something else.
Yeah.
We used to trust the kids to go out and get that. You wouldn't do that nowadays.
Yep. Lots of things changed
Yep,
since then.
that's
But
right.
I heard the stories, fun stories of in-gathering.
Yeah.
Back then, I heard that the Southview used to have the VBS Vacation Bible School in front of the church. That space. The new owner of that church, they actually built a playground.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah.
So, but anyways, we used to have like music on the green and programs like that. There was a fire in early '80s that it burned the roof.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Yeah. And
Yes, because the organ was damaged, and the piano and things that were
yes.
workable.
And then I heard that the members had to worship in the fellowship hall
Right.
for a while.
Yeah, we did.
Another funny thing that it came to caught my attention was year before COVID. It must be 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. We funded our youth group to go to mission trip to Peru.
Oh,
We work with ADRA, and they had a special project happening in Peru. So Southview members, we came and we raised money to fund their expenses to go to Peru. And we're all so proud of it. Like, yeah, we're a church to support our young people. And this is our first time in the history that we funded young people go to mission. And there's one person who raised their hands like, this is not our first time. And then they mentioned Rich Carlson.
he went over there.
Yeah, he went
when he first came down to Union. I think it was the first
think he went to student missionary or something. And then the
Yes.
Southview Church
Yeah.
raised money to fund his mission.
And he was
project.
at Peru.
Oh, he was in Peru too.
Yeah, he was in Peru.
Oh, really? What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's when we crossed the stories like, oh, we thought it was our first time, but no, it wasn't. But it's very special that to hear
Yeah.
stories like that.
And I think Rich has kept going into different places ever since.
Hmm.
Every chance he gets, he goes.
Maybe we should invite him next time,
That's right.
yeah, to come to Southview. And at least this time we have Pastor Ron Carlson coming.
Yeah.
That's really
Well, I don't think Rich could have gone this time.
No, yeah. I mean, like I told you, I called him and he was like, Sean, I'm in Africa right now. It's midnight.
I'm sleepy.
And
right.
we love to have you, but I know it's 7 hours is a long journey for you. But yeah, it's a special, and I'm really glad that we're connected this way.
Yeah,
And
it really is.
yeah, we're so thankful for you and for many members who've gone through. One thing that I felt really sad was I wanted to have interview like this with Dell.
Of what?
With Dell.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
I was planning on that. I wanted to have a moment to sit down with him and record some conversations. And
Oh, he could tell you a lot.
yeah, he passed quicker
Yeah.
than, I mean, who knew that was going to happen?
Yeah.
But I could see and sense a lot of love, a lot of
Yeah, he
respect
loved his church. That's
and
for
the
sure.
good memories that you had. So that's wonderful thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Any.
and my boys are all Rich is in Lincoln, and Ron is in Kansas, and Alan is in Arizona
Right.
because of his and then Wayne passed away in 2030.
Okay.
No,
20,
2013.
2013. Okay.
He had a brain tumor.
Okay. I'm sorry to
died.
hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time, Marvyl.
Well, I'm glad to do it.
It's a little bit late, but we made it happen.
Absolutely.
And, on behalf of Southview members, I just want to, show you our, respect and our love to you, and especially Tim and Bruce Hawkins, and they were excited when I told them that I'm gonna come and meet you. So it's still there. Your footprint is still there, although the building is gone, but we still remember.
Someone can still remember what I
Yeah.
look like, huh?
Yeah,
I look a lot different than I did then.
I mean, I recognize you right away.
You did.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I
that's
did.
good.
And then you were pretty active on Facebook, and that was something that really, I
Yeah,
was like, wow, she's really following up our stories.
that's right. I like Facebook. I look at it all the time.
Okay, yeah,
And Rich has been sending us pictures from Africa now.
that's awesome.
So
He's coming tomorrow, right?
tomorrow night he'll be back.
Okay.
So
Well, so keep praying for us, Marvyl, for
Oh,
our
I
church.
will.
We are praying that we will eventually purchase the building
oh, I hope so. That would be great.
according to His will, in the right place, in the right
Oh,
price,
yeah.
in the right location. Southview is thriving. I think that's a good word to say. We're thriving by God's grace. Our Pathfinder group. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
them.
they're very active.
They're very
that's for sure.
active. We have 40 plus Pathfinders. We have 60 adventurers. We have our Pathfinder group. Whenever we go to the conference event, they're all first place. So,
Well, that's one thing that George was too.
okay.
He was a Pathfinder leader.
Oh, really? He
Yeah.
was. Okay.
And they went camping and all different things. And sometimes I went with them and sometimes I stayed home.
It takes a lot of time for me to convince my wife to come to camping with me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Yeah. But yeah, Pathfinder is going really well. I'm thankful for, last year. So Pathfinder Bible Experience. There used to be Bible Bowl. It's a kind of quizzes where they test your knowledge of the Bible. And we went up all the way to the division level,
Oh,
and we got first
wonderful.
place there. So we came here for the union level, and then we got the first. I mean, once you get more than 90%, then you are automatically first place. So it's not the only one team going into first place, but our kids were pretty amazing that they did that, and
Well,
we went
that's
up to the
wonderful.
division. And this year already, Pathfinder Bible Experience starting in January,
Oh,
but our kids started in summer.
well, that's good.
Yeah, so they're really studying. That's one of those things.
Yeah.
When we see children, they are excited about
And I think
church.
children stay in the church more too if they
Yeah.
have been to Pathfinders. My kids all went to Pathfinders, were
Yeah.
in Pathfinders.
Yeah. It's a lot of work
That's-
though.
Oh, yes.
But
You got to keep them busy.
oh yeah, that's right. But we have very dedicated members and leaders are really investing their time for the Pathfinder ministry, youth ministry before. So thank you, and we'll talk later, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is Marvyl Carlson here, one of the charter members here at Southview, and we just heard awesome stories of her family and her experience at Southview, and we need to be faithful too to serving the Lord, right?
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you until next time.
Thank you very much.